Okay. So now we're really going to talk about the seven little Johnsons, which, if you saw the past video, we didn't get to talk about them. So the seven little Johnsons has a new season coming on. And in this season, Liz gets married.
Yeah.
And I think they probably build their house or move into I think they wound up getting a house to move into. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, if this one right here thinks I'm overprotective and I'm overbearing, she needs to go down and live with Trent and Amber, because them two got grown children, and they want to know what they're doing, how they're doing it. They move them back home. If they move out, they go get them and say, you can't live there anymore. You got to come back home. And poor Anna on the last season was completely shut out of everything. And I know she has shut herself out, and she did it, I guess, for her own mental health.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they were always, like, Amber was always mean to Anna. She didn't care for Anna at all. I mean, she helped her some, but I think she just did it a little bit for show. And Trent was really good to Anna for a long time. He was really good to her and helped her out, tried to help her out and stuff.
And then Amber cut off.
And then Amber just stepped in and she cut that out. And last season, I was so mad at Amber. And now Trent's on board with her. Ooh. And they got Jonah living at home. They got Alex and Emma living at home. They got Liz, because they made Liz move back. And then Bryce moved in. Can you imagine Bryce having to live there with Amber and Trent and their rules for over a year, probably almost 2 years, until, what's that baby's name?
Layton.
Until Layton was almost 2 years old. But, spoiler alert, and if it's true, I saw on Facebook that Layton's going to be a big sister. I did see that on Facebook. Because on this season, like I said, they're doing the wedding. I have not watched it, and you have not watched it, but they're doing the wedding, and that's going to be fancy. I know that'll be fancy. I'm sure Amber's going to take over on everything.
Last season they were starting, like, towards the end of it, they were moving into the house.
That's right, they did.
So they're not going to build a house.
They did move. They were going to build a house on that sloped land.
Yeah.
That Amber and Trent offered up to them, and then they seen it was going to cost so much money to do it, and it was going to take so long. They were like,
Because Layton took her first steps in there.
In that house, yeah.
Everybody's seen it, and Bryce wasn't paying attention, and he felt some type of way.
Yeah, but he probably got to go back on the footage and see it, which it wouldn't be the same, but
no.
He wound up really loving that little girl. And I always knew he would, but I wonder if his parents get to see that baby like Trent and Amber does. See, that's the problem with some of these parents. They want to take hold. They want to take charge. No. No. I'm going to tell you this. My grandkids, 3 of them, don't have another grandmother. So I try to do everything I can for them, because eventually they're going to ask why they don't have another grandmother.
Yeah. Or grandfather.
Right. But if there's 2 sets of grandparents, y'all need to share, because I wish that I could share them grandkids with their other grandmother. I really do. I wish that, we could all get together for, suppers and family get-togethers and stuff. But anyway, that's beside the point. But anyway, we're going to talk about Seven Little Johnsons again. So we're going to see what this season has to hold. We've got it DVR'd, but we have not watched the first part, the first show. I think it's only 1 episode. I'm going to tell y'all going to be hearing it if Amber gets some type of attitude or snatitude, or even Trent.
I think last season was Anna's last season. She said she wasn't filming anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think they need to do a separate show for Anna.
She said that on TikTok, though.
They need to do a separate show for her. And I bet she didn't go to the wedding.
I don't think so. I know her and Liz, they had a falling out last season.
I
For
think I heard
Leighton's first birthday.
Yeah, because she didn't show up, and then she said she wasn't invited, and
Yeah.
then they were like, "Oh, the family was invited." Okay,
Just like they didn't invite her for Thanksgiving.
right,
And they even said that.
they were like, "Well, she knew that Thanksgiving was going to be if she wanted to come, she would."
Yeah.
How do you know? How do you know what time? How do you know what day? How do you know that stuff? I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. But anyway, so that's our take on Seven Little Johnstons. And what we're going to do, what we're going to strive to do, is watch it every week.
That's a hard one for you because you got your 90-Day Fiance.
I fall asleep when I'm trying. I got all this stuff
90
DVR'd.
Days Single Life.
And I fall asleep in the middle of it. But okay, it comes on Tuesday. I will try my best to be done, made it through the show by Friday without falling asleep. Most time I'm about 20 minutes in before I fall asleep. So that'll give me 3 nights. And we will try to maybe.
I don't even understand why she watches stuff when she goes to sleep in the first place. That's brand new and you know you want to watch it. And then she falls asleep and then later on in the weekend she watches the whole thing all over again.
Maybe because I'm tired. Maybe because I get up at 3:45 every morning.
Whose fault is that?
Okay, I'm not going to promise that we'll do an episode every week, but we will occasionally check in with our thoughts on Seven Little Johnstons, because I do try to keep up with that one pretty regular.
See, I didn't watch it this past week.
So in a couple of weeks, at least, you're going to see, hopefully, a video of what our take was of how we feel about Seven Little Johnstons.
And I'm still waiting on you to finish Suddenly Amish so we can talk about it.
I ain't got but 2 episodes left, I think.
And that's going to take you 2 weeks.
I fell asleep. Sometimes you got to get your point across. But
especially when I'm on the phone with you and then you screaming in my ear and I'm like,
it's loud in there.
What'd you say? That's probably why I can't hear.
Huh?
It's probably why I can't hear.
You can't hear because it's an inherited thing.
No, I can't hear because when I'm on the phone with you, you scream in my ear.
We're going to try our best. This whole video just went crazy. But we're going to try our best to keep up with Seven Little Johnstons and give our input on how we feel about it. And I got a feeling that some of y'all are going to be just as mad as me and Charity. Anyway.
Yeah, I never really cared for Amber to begin with.
Yeah, I didn't either. Well, at first she was okay. And then over the years she became so controlling. Like, you think I'm bad. No, I'm not. Not by a long shot. Not at all. But
to each their own.
I will start being like that, though. We'll do a comparison. All right, we're going to get off here. And we talked about Seven Little Johnstons and a little bit of everything else. So, in a couple weeks, we're going to try to get back and do our input on Seven Little Johnstons.
Might be 1 episode, might be 3, who knows?
Right. You never know. You never know. I'm going to try to stay on top of that one. Okay. Bye, y'all.
Bye.